everyone, welcome back to Draw by Annie channel. This is me, Annie, and I will be drawing for you today. Grab your tea, coffee and snacks and let's dive into this video. I was recently checking out my older videos and I decided to redraw one of the characters that I did a fan art of because it felt to me that the drawing didn't come out as good because I was super stressed back then, and also I was trying to draw it from scratch for the camera and before I discovered my more comfortable pipeline, let's say. So now that I'm preparing sketches beforehand, they look much better, to be honest, to me at least. I don't know about you, but I feel like when I don't have a stress of being recorded when I'm doing something from scratch, I do either less mistakes or I'm just drawing differently. Like, I don't know, maybe that kind of sounds like some neurological symptom, but whatever. It's just how it is for me. So anyway, I decided to redraw Rebecca from Cyberpunk, and look how much different it already appears. Like, if you check out the older video, you will see that the drawing is pretty much the same, like the idea, but since I'm using bigger paper this time and I'm more confident with making all the videos and everything and practice, and now that I have prepared sketch beforehand and I just need to render it like line and color, it feels like less stressing to me. So yeah. Rebecca comes from show Cyberpunk 2077 that was also made by a game, Cyberpunk 2077. I believe their events are happening slightly before the events in the game, but both products, game and the anime, they are very nice and super cool, and you can find Easter eggs in the Cyberpunk game as well, especially regarding the edge runners and everything. Yeah, the full name of anime is Cyberpunk 2077 Edge Runners, because they're running on the edge, you know. Rebecca is my favorite character because she's such a positive and loyal friend. I kind of associate her with me because I am that type of friend that would be encouraging and hyping you up in your worst times, but also find sometimes myself serious like Rebecca does. If there is some sort of situation that requires her to be concentrated or like serious, she would put all of her effort in that to, you know, be successful and everything. I feel like I'm aiming to be that friend like Rebecca, even though she's like a little crazy, you know, because I mean the setting kind of requires this a bit of chaos in everyone's life because of the crime levels and everything. Like, there is a lot of shooting and gangsters shit going on, so I guess this is like the nice city life, and also that the fact that she is a part of a gangster gang. So I believe that if I would be her or in her shoes, I would probably be somewhat the same. Well, she's trying to have fun whenever and whatever she's doing, and that resonates with me a lot, because even though not everything in this world is fun or nice, or you will never find yourself in like best situations, you know, sometimes bad things happen and that's okay, but still you have to have a courage to be brave and to be happy and a good person, a decent person, and do your best in whatever situation you have on hand. And that's what I value a lot in Rebecca and like in people in general. So you know, the opposite makes me disappointed a lot. I think you might have found out about that in one of my previous videos when I was drawing this spreadsheet of disappointed character, you know. So this time for Rebecca, I am going with my sketchbook with very thin paper. I've done my pencil sketch with HB pencil. I used the mechanical pencil, and after that I'm going to land my lines with fine liners and brush pens here and there. Then I'm going to land my alcohol-based markers as coloring. Most of the times I'm using white gel pen for the highlights because it's thin, but sometimes if the highlights are big enough or like I have enough space for the, you know, more thicker medium, I can use acrylic paint pens. I really fell in love with them as soon as I got my first package. I recently got a second one, so I think I'm going to draw more with them. I will try to implement them more and more in my work and maybe mix them more with my alcohol-based markers, and maybe even, I don't know, make some drawings fully only on using the acrylic paint pens. Yeah, there are a lot of plans to do. I've been drawing a lot of Lyria characters and fantasy themed drawings, and I felt I needed something for a change, so I decided to go back to some cyberpunk setting. Expect in the future a lot of smaller drawings in Shadowrun setting, which is also like a cyberpunk. Maybe I will add some graphic-y contrast colors or techniques. I've been looking for inspiration in Instagram and Pinterest, and I saw a lot of artists drawing in the smaller sketchbooks. That's why I got inspired to start filling my own, because I had it laying down for a while. I really like how some of the artists are using their medium, and their artwork is inspiring me a lot, like with simple and contrast sketches, and I think that's what I'm going to do with some of the characters that I have in mind. They will be most probably like either Shadowrun themed, because they're mostly people, or they have some metahumans like elves and orcs and trolls and everything, but like most of the characters that I'm drawing are either my party members' characters, like player characters, my own or theirs, or some NPCs that my game master describes me and I see like an image of them pop up in my imagination. So I just want to kind of put that on paper too, because I just like how it appeared in my head. So yeah, and that's a good practice to practice face diversity, because sometimes artists like me that are mostly using anime or like some sort of style as their main style for characters can fall into the same face syndrome. So cold. I hope I will not fall into that. Like, I want to have a defined style. I guess I already have some of the definition of my style, but still I want to continue developing different techniques, different proportions and everything. That's why I'm trying to look at other artists and look for inspiration constantly and some new ideas, and, you know, never stop growing, because yeah, growing is something that needs to be an ongoing process, I guess, till the end of life. So let's do that together. Yay. Anyways, enough of my bubbling. I will leave you till I finish this masterpiece. I'm not just really like this drawing, how it's turning out so far. So yeah, enjoy the process, and any off, music on. So here is the finished piece. I hope you like it as much as I do, because this time it turned out to be much better than the first time, in my opinion. I don't know. You can let me know in the comments. What do you think about both of them? Don't forget to wash your cup after your tea or coffee. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!